Emergency crews rushed through the early hours of the day as thick smoke rose above an industrial area near Main Reef Road in Denver, Johannesburg. From far away, people could see dark clouds in the sky, drifting slowly and making many stop to ask, "What is happening over there?" At the center of it all was a factory fire that quickly turned into a tense and confusing scene, with firefighters, ambulances, police vehicles, and worried onlookers gathering around the area. According to early reports, the city of Johannesburg's emergency management services arrived quickly to control the fire and keep people safe. Their bright lights cut through the smoke as they worked hard to understand what was burning, how big the fire was, and whether anyone was trapped inside. For a while, no one could clearly say what caused the fire or how long it had been burning before help arrived. What was clear, however, was that this was not just a simple fire incident. Something else was happening around the scene, and it made the situation even more serious. As emergency teams focused on the flames, there were also reports of disturbances nearby. Some witnesses claimed they saw groups of people moving around, shouting loudly, and carrying sjambucks. The loud chant of "SHAYAAAA" was reportedly heard, adding fear and confusion to an already dangerous moment. These claims have not yet been confirmed by officials, but they raised concern among residents and workers in the area. Many people began to worry not only about the fire, but also about their personal safety. Factories are places where many people work every day. They are filled with machines, materials, and sometimes chemicals. When a fire breaks out in such a place, it can spread very fast and become very dangerous. This is why emergency services take factory fires very seriously. In this case, teams work to block off parts of the road, including sections near Main Reef Road, to stop cars and people from getting too close. The goal was simple: protect lives first, then control the fire. At the same time, questions started spreading across social media. People shared short videos, voice notes, and messages, each one adding a new layer to the story. Some said the fire started suddenly. Others said they heard shouting before seeing smoke. A few even suggested there might have been a fight or protest before the fire broke out. But at that stage, nothing was confirmed. Emergency services urged the public to stay calm and avoid spreading rumors until official information was released. Now, before we go deeper into what this moment means for the city and why scenes like this matter so much, welcome to Mzansi Voices, where we uncover the stories shaping our streets, our safety, and our daily lives. This is the place where we slow things down, explain what is happening in simple words, and connect the dots so everyone can understand. And if you love this kind of news and storytelling, kindly like and subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to stay up to date. On this channel, we bring you real stories from Mzansi, told clearly, calmly, and with care for the people involved. Back at the scene in Denver, firefighters continued to battle the flames. Firefighting is not just about spraying water. Teams must first check what is burning. Is it wood, plastic, chemicals, or fuel? Each type of fire needs a different approach. Some fires cannot be put out with water alone. Others need foam or special methods to stop them from spreading. All of this takes time and teamwork, especially when visibility is poor due to heavy smoke. Ambulances were also on standby. Even if no one is badly hurt, smoke can make people dizzy and sick. Breathing in smoke can damage the lungs, especially for children, older people, and those with asthma. Emergency workers watched carefully for anyone who might need medical help. At that point, there were no confirmed reports of serious injuries. But the situation was still unfolding. The reported disturbances nearby added another challenge. When there is fire and possible unrest at the same time, emergency teams must divide their focus. Firefighters need space and calm to do their job. If people are shouting, running, or carrying weapons like sjambucks, it can slow down rescue efforts and put everyone at risk. This is why police presence is often increased at scenes like this, even if the main problem is a fire. Residents in the Denver area spoke of fear and confusion. Some said they were at home or at work when they noticed the smell of smoke. Others heard sirens first, then saw emergency vehicles speeding past. Parents worried about children at nearby schools. Business owners worried about damage to their buildings and stock. For many, the biggest worry was not knowing what was really happening. In moments like these, clear information is very important. When people do not know the truth, fear grows. Social media can help spread news fast, but it can also spread false stories just as quickly. That is why emergency services usually ask the public to rely on official updates and trusted news sources. They also remind people not to go to the scene just to watch or record videos, because that can block roads and slow down help. As the fire was brought under control, attention slowly turned to the bigger questions. What caused the fire? Was it an accident, a fault in machinery, or something else? And what about the reported disturbances? Who were the people involved, and why were they there? These are not questions that can be answered in a hurry. Investigations take time. Officials must collect evidence, talk to witnesses, and review any available footage before making statements. Factory fires also raise serious talks about safety rules. Are buildings following fire safety laws? Are there working fire alarms, clear exits, and trained staff? In South Africa, many industrial areas are old, and some buildings may not meet modern safety standards. When a fire breaks out, it often brings these issues back into the spotlight. For workers, a fire can mean more than just fear. It can mean lost jobs or lost income if a factory must close for repairs. For the community, it can mean polluted air, blocked roads, and ongoing stress. This is why city officials and business owners are expected to take safety seriously, not only after a disaster, but every single day. The mention of people carrying shambucks also touches on a deeper issue. When tensions rise in communities, they can sometimes show up during emergencies. Whether linked to protests, crime, or misunderstandings, such actions make dangerous situations even worse. Authorities often remind the public that violence or threats during emergencies will not be tolerated, because they put both civilians and rescue workers in danger. As the sun rose higher over Johannesburg, smoke began to thin, and the scene slowly became calmer. Emergency crews remained on site to make sure the fire would not flare up again. Investigators prepared to start their work. Roads were still controlled, and people were asked to keep their distance. Life around the area did not return to normal immediately, but there was a sense that the worst moment had passed. This incident is a strong reminder of how quickly normal days can change. One moment, it is just another day in the city. The next, sirens are screaming, smoke fills the air, and everyone is looking for answers. It also reminds us of the brave work done by emergency services. These are people who run toward danger while others are running away. They train for moments like this, but every scene is different, and every decision matters. When the case returns in February 2026, it may look very different. Matlala may be closer to the court, or he may still be held far away. Legal strategies may have changed. New arguments may emerge. But the core question will remain the same. Will justice be served, and will it be done fairly? Until that day comes, all eyes remain on the courts. And here at Mzansi Voices, we will continue to follow this story closely, breaking it down, explaining every step, and keeping you informed without the noise. Because every voice matters. Every story matters. And every chapter of justice deserves to be understood. Thank you for staying with us. Until next time, like, share, and subscribe.